Yo, what's good? It's Tektron. Finally back making some manga video after some Shueisha cheese eye copyright bullshit. Y'all know how it is out here on these YouTube streets. And then once I got the channel back up, I was just trying to lay low, take it easy, and wait a few weeks. And then, but when I tried to get back into it, I was just so sleeping patterns changed, my workload had changed. It was just hard to get back into flow. I did try to record some videos here and there, and then having mic issues. I think we'll be halfway plugged in a lot of the time, and I can't even realize it. But that's all done and over with. I know some people are dealing with it right now, so that is pretty shitty. Anyone needs some advice on just like how to word some things, certain points to bring up to make sure you're making the best case for your fair usage. But yeah, let's get into it. This chapter was an absolute banger, so what better way to pop back up than which might just be like one of the biggest chapters in any series, let alone just One Piece, but it's insane. So, looking through the site, you know, we've got a new One Piece 1000 logs poster. No straw hats on it this time. It's still looking mighty clean. Kaido, Big Mom, Odin. Is that Odin? we gotta ask these questions. Yamamoto's here, Katakuri, Law, Rosanate, Bartolomeo, Kiko up here, Reiju, got Kuma, Perona, Moria, Dofi, Mihawk, and the Pirate Empress, Boa Hancock. And I'm missing something I can't remember. Is that? No, not who I thought it was. Wait, is that Rebecca? Or some weird thing I can't tell. And then onto the cover page. You know, Karoo is like, fuck them sparrows, because the cover quest is Karoo gets jealous of a flock of sparrows singing with Vivi. I butchered the name. All right. You ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Let's really get into it. Standing shoulder to shoulder, we got Zoro. We got Sanji, 2/3 of the monster trio. Smoke, dust, rubble, blowing all in front of them. You can see one of Queen's big ass foot sticking up. You got Chopper and Miyagi, 2 doctors. Like, oh, it really did heal him. Miyagi, like, I'm afraid to think about what will happen after, though. As we all are. Beast Pirates are just yelling, like, oh, our All-Stars got knocked down. What? One of them's like, how dare you? Kawamatsu. And then slashes this full freaking fire shot towards Zoro. But Hyogoro just telling everybody, yeah, don't let anyone interfere. One of the guys is like, they're up against the All-Stars. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're friend or foe, there's no place meddling in that fight. Just look at the expressions in their faces. We would only get in their way. And here is where things start to get really interesting. Marco's looking on. He's spacing out. And it's about what he said in the last chapter. The king. He thinks back to it. This conversation with Whitebeard. So he says, I thought only Mary Jo was above the red line. Whitebeard? I'm talking about the distant past. Back then, God's land was up there. Goes like, when did you start believing such crap, Pops? Whitebeard just character. Thankfully, Marco's pacing out here. Izo saves him from getting, like, sniped by somebody. Wake up! Like, how can you space out on the battlefield, dude? Marco's just like, I knew you'd have my back. This man is gassed. He's exhausted. He's like, say, Izo, do you believe in God? And Izo's just like, oh, you're starting to sound like Pops when he was drunk. And, yeah, Izo's carrying Marco away. Yes, King and Queen are back up. If you want to take us down, you have to put your backs into it. Didn't hurt a bit. Y'all were sure laying down there. Looked like you were out. King's eyes were open. Like, granted, we couldn't really see Queen's eyes, but I saw King's. He just like, oh man, I really just got knocked down like this. It's like the drought, the plague, and the wildfire. The three of us are the calamities. Our unstoppable toughness is why they call us all-stars. And looks like Sanji is having a little bit of trouble with his raid suit. What's going on there? I don't think there's enough to speculate on yet. Exactly what's going on there. I mean, we all have some ideas, maybe. Perhaps that medicine his mom was taking did not fully work. Like, we've got some issues developing, or not issues. We've got some things that didn't really quite develop that may be coming to in today's time as he's grown up, as he's exerted himself more and more physically. Maybe these things are just coming out. I'll have another thought on that here in a few pages as we continue on. But yeah, Zoro's like, what's wrong? Sanji's just like, it's just my second time. Been feeling kind of off. I was like, you're not going to slow me down, are you? I said it's nothing. Body just feels a little hot. So, well, you do have weird eyebrows. And Zoro clashes swords with King, who was just about to just strike Sanji. You owe me one. But they're even right away, because Queen takes that opportunity to try to go after Zoro. Diable Jambe. And Queen laughs. He's like, now I remember. All the judges' brats are enhanced. Bastard's crazy. That burning leg of yours is some kind of augmentation. Is it right? Says, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a regular human unlike my siblings. And Queen's just like, are you stupid? What kind of human can burst into flames? It's not like you're a Lunarian. And as soon as he says that, we get a look at King. Just looking back like, huh? He's just got the 3 dots there. So, I think it may be safe to assume, considering burst into flames, and this guy is called the Wildfire, and we've seen him conjure fire and stuff. King is a Lunarian. But Sanji answers, it's possible because my passions burn hotter than any flame ever could. Cooking up sea beasts is my specialty, you dino bastard. Show you how devastating my cybernetic enhancements can be. They're so advanced even Vegapunk can't match them. I think we all think that's cap. But back to Zoro. King, don't get distracted, you black mummy. I don't know what that sounded like officially translated. Like, the dude really doesn't look anything like a mummy. I mean, yeah, I see his wrapped like head to toe covered in black, but he's not actually like wrapped. It's just like a leather kink. Gotta be. But interesting thing with King's sword here, he's got grooves in it, and not those ratchet Inosuke grooves in his sword. I mean, like, these things are perfectly measured to grab swords when you're clashing. Zoro gets two of his swords caught in it, and King takes the opportunity to just say, "Screw the sword fight." Throwing a hard right. The Zoro's kind of salty. He's like, "I get it. You're just a bloodthirsty brute." But the dude never said he was a swordsman, and Zoro points that out. After King said, "I've never understood why anyone sticks to traditional forms and techniques in a real battle." Zoro bounced back like, okay, have it your way. Just remember, when it comes down to it, I might be willing to bite through your throat too. Can't afford to lose here. King, quiet. And here's where things get even more. Oh, wait. I didn't touch on it. I moved right into Zoro and King again. Back up. So, Sanji's siblings all got some sort of enhancements. We know Judge was messing with pretty much just the genes, DNA. What if Judge had a sample of a Lunarian's DNA? Because straight up, Sanji's flames are not normal, and it's not hockey. So, it's a possibility. But yeah, I don't have too much to back it up. I'm just saying, like, just the way Queen said, "Are you stupid?" That just had me laughing. But yeah. Where was I? Oh, right. Back to this page. And at the bottom of this page, right after Zoro said those menacing words, got Kawamatsu, Hyogoro, both chatting it up, looking on. Kawamatsu's like, "When Hiyori offered that man enema, there was a reason I didn't protest too hard." Hyogoro, "Right. I see it too. It's peculiar. He may be a foreign pirate, but he reminds me so much of the former daimyo of Ringo when he was young. He and Shimotsuki Ushimaru are like two peas in a pod, right down to their sword hand. It's uncanny," says Kawamatsu. They say Ushimaru was a fantastic swordsman, a direct descendant of the god of the blade, Ryuma Shimotsuki. And this young man was the one to finally return Shusui to Wano. It must be fate or something. After all, Ryuma was a one-eyed samurai. I got no words. I think it's safe to say Zoro's name should be Zoro Shimotsuki. Now we cut to the second floor. And it's apparently back from when we had the second. Wait, no, that was the first voted sighting when Ashura Doji went out. We endured a lot to reach this decisive battle. A millennia-old city was razed to the ground. The dawn of the world is finally upon us. We don't care if we have to lay down our lives to usher it in. And then we cut to the front entrance of the Skull Dome. Barrow got his ass knocked out. His tongue was sitting there, just out. Got carried, and what's her name? Wanda? I don't remember. It's like but he's just saying, it's like without Pedro, Luffy, and others would have never made it here. The raid would have failed for sure. The full moon is beautiful tonight. Pedro, just pour yourself a drink and watch. And he's in too long form, ready. And Barrow's like, oh crap. This is the last moon you will ever see, big time. Yeah. Cat Viper didn't get much to say, but he also wasn't. Barrow wasn't also dissing like all the Meeks. I'm sure he started dealing with him. It's like, I didn't kill Pedro, but we don't care. We don't care. We don't care at all. Inside the castle, second floor. Back to the ninjas. Yeah, how dare you mock the young master? Everyone needs time to mature. Even us misfits eventually became samurai. Wano itself will shape Momonosuke's growth. We won't let you take that hope away. And cut to the Udon Toge port. What? That's what you see. And you see everybody that was on the Poetang just like, whoa, why is he here? Why is Kaido here? Do we even stand a chance? And you already know what's going on. Because, like, Kaido is not there. Kaido is busy dealing with his son or daughter on the roof of Onigashima. And yes, it is hype. It's hype. The big pink dragon is here. We see them. Chapter 310. 310. We see this thing. Luffy wearing some armor. You got the Kozuki. I can't even talk. The Kozuki crest on it. Man. Yeah, Poetang crew's like, Stride, get back, it's dangerous. I'm like, oh, yes, it's straight. That's Momo. What you talking about? He thinks back to when he met him in that hole in Bunkhouse where he's like, I'm not your snack. You eat me, I'll devour you all. Or was that Momo that said that? I can't even remember. He's just like, Momo. That's right. What? The kid that was just there? How in the world? And then Shinobu explains, like, yep. I aged him till he was 28 years old. Shinobu is crying. And Luffy's just like, I didn't know you could do that, but why are you crying? It's because she just, it's just a little flashback to it. Momonosuke, you look just like Odin, we would presume. But yes, get this little thing, tagline here. It's time. And the last little panel there. Half and half. Momo, Dragon Face, and Luffy. Bobo, let's go take back Wano. Yeah. I imagine he's saying something like that. He's a dragon. But man, see, insanity. Insanity. Absolute insanity. It's hype. 10 out of 10. I mean, you had me losing my shit on the second, third page. Just Marco's thinking back on a conversation. Set it all off. So, let's talk about this some more. Lunarians apparently lived on top of the red line in the distance past. Lunarians. What's the word lunar referred to? The moon. So, perhaps we've got multiple races that all came from the moons. Plural. Because we know there are well, we would assume there are multiple moons based on the model we saw back in Robin's flashback. Way back. And, sheesh. It's like, we know, like, the Skypeans. And Sandorians actually, I think they came from the moon, too, didn't they? There's so much going on in this story. It's amazing. Oda's office probably is covered with whiteboards. You know, it's insane. Okay. Where did I go from here? I don't even know what to say. But Lunarians. So perhaps the celestial dragons, them out when they were establishing marriage law. Yeah, just thinking back to was it Tekken video last week where he talked about this. The settlement on the red line for the celestial dragons, like you would want to take out anybody else on that structure, because they're like the only ones that can get to you without you really like just seeing them coming up the side. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words still. Like almost a full day later. I still am at a loss for some of this stuff. It's insanity. It's hype. It is awesome. Greatest story ever told. And we're still just producing bangers like this. So, it's safe to say there's no Act 4 or 5. I mean, there might be an Act 4, but it'll just be wrapping things up, it seems like, and setting us up to go right back into action, I'm sure. Because I'm sure as soon as we get done with here, somebody's gonna show up here with news for everybody to hear, and it's going to shake everything up. But yeah, that's gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Take it easy. Peace.